Hello everyone, I'm Joe Wiz and it's week 1 of the NFL season. In the next several minutes, I'm going to talk about a lot of opportunities for you to make money at sports betting. I like to treat sports betting more as an investment. In the next couple minutes, we're going to talk about opportunities where you find weak lines in the football games, even basketball, baseball down the road. Everything is all about investing, and that's what this next few minutes is going to be all about. Also, later in the show, we're going to talk about the Monday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and Washington Redskins. We got San Francisco 49ers, Green Bay Packers. It's all coming up. Let's take a look at the first matchup for week number 1 of the NFL season. It's an interesting matchup for Sunday night. Dallas Cowboys will be entertaining the New York Giants. In this game here, they have Dallas listed as a 3-point favorite, and the total is at 48. Interesting that the Cowboys are favored in this game here because they have yet to beat the Giants at their new stadium in Arlington. They are a perfect 0-6. This is a very important game for the Dallas Cowboys, perhaps more important than for the New York Giants. Reason being is the Cowboys just never beat the Giants, and when you take a look at it here, Dallas have spent so much money. Jerry Jones, the owner, put so much confidence in Tony Romo, give him millions and millions of dollars, and he has done absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, on the other hand, you take a look at the Giants. When you look at them, they have perfect 6-0 in Arlington here. The big question mark for the Giants is their defense. Last year, they were ranked 31st in the NFL. Their defense has to get better. They have to stay healthy. We know all about Eli Manning, and we all know about his pro caliber and how good he is, his 2 Super Bowl rings. But on the other hand here, they paid Cruz all this money. He's going to have to get the job done. Nix is on a contract year. If the Giants stay healthy, it could be perhaps the first team in NFL history to have home field advantage in the Super Bowl. And I'll have my Super Bowl prediction in a few minutes. Let's go on to the next matchup for week number 1 of the NFL season. We have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the New Orleans Saints. The current line in this game here, another interesting scenario is that the Saints are a 3-point favorite. The total in this game is at 54. Atlanta was one step away from the Super Bowl last year. They lost to San Francisco even though they were the home team. Meanwhile, New Orleans, you don't know what to expect out of them because, Sean Payton, we all know about the scandal, the bounty gate. Now, this year, they have Drew Brees. They have Sean Payton on the sidelines. They even brought in Rob Ryan, defensive coordinator from Dallas. He didn't have much success in Dallas. So how much success he's going to have in New Orleans, it remains to be seen. One thing we know is that New Orleans gave up an NFL record 7,000 yards on defense. It's unheard of. If the Saints are going to make any impact this year, it's not going to be on Drew Brees. It's going to be on that defense. The Saints defense needs to improve. The teams in the NFC are much better now with the San Francisco 49ers, the Falcons, which they played today. This game, look for the total to go over the total. I expect a high-scoring game, play over the total. I want to remind everyone you can go to my website and get a free week of picks, all my top picks in college football and the NFL. Just go to joewizsports.com and you can register online. You can get the picks sent to you via text message or by email. There's no obligation. You get 1 free week, or you can call me direct at 888-WIN-7000. Let's take a look at another NFL matchup here. We have the Seattle Seahawks traveling to Carolina to take on the disappointing Carolina Panthers. Last year, the Panthers finished at 7-9. Meanwhile, Seattle's one of the surprise teams in the NFL last year. Will Russell Wilson be able to play at the same level he played last year for Seattle? Some people are picking Seattle to be in the Super Bowl, not me. In this game here, the total's at 45. Go over the total, over 45 in a high-scoring game. Another great, compelling matchup for week number 1 of the NFL season. They played in the playoffs last year and it was a lopsided game when the San Francisco 49ers will be entertaining the Green Bay Packers. The line in this game has San Fran favored at 4.5. The total is at 48. Interesting matchup here because last year, San Fran, Colin Kaepernick, and that run offense, they just ran all over the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay had no answer. No doubt this game is more important for Green Bay than San Fran. Last year, San Fran beat them both at Lambeau, and they beat them in the playoffs. Green Bay Packers, their defense is suspect, and if they're going to go anywhere, their defense has to improve. Remember, you can go to my website at joewizsports.com and get free picks by email or by text message. Let's take a look at the last game we're going to talk about for week 1 in the NFL is the big matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Redskins. How healthy will RG3 be? How will Chip Kelly adjust to being the life in the NFL? We all know about Steve Spurrier when he tried to do it at the Redskins. It didn't work. We all know about Nick Saban, who was the best coach in college football. What happened when he went to the Miami Dolphins? The big question mark is, will Chip Kelly have any success with an aging Michael Vick? The total in this game is at 50. It's a high total. Redskins' game plan will be to keep the ball on the ground and control the Eagles' high-powered offense. At least it's supposed to be. Go under the total. Now, for the Super Bowl projection for Super Bowl 48 right at MetLife Stadium, it possibly could be happen. The Giants could be the first team to represent to have home field advantage in the NFL. Meanwhile, the Denver Broncos might be the best team in AFC. You might see an all-Manning Bowl come Super Bowl 48. One more time, go to my website at joewizsports.com. Get 1 free week of all my top picks. College football, the NFL, it's on the house. You get them by text message or by email, or simply call me direct at 888-WIN-7000. I'll be back next week for week number 2 with more winning predictions.